Hey, what's up guys? So Apex Legends just dropped patch 1.1.1 and there's a lot of huge changes coming to the big boys, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. We're talking about Caustic and Gibraltar, huge buffs over here. So Caustic now has a new passive perk called Fortified. It just reduces damage taken by 10%, which in the very beginning when you have no armor, that's about like 1 bullet on average, and then later in the game when you happen to have better armor, that can be anywhere from 2 to 3 bullets extra that you'll be able to take depending on the gun and also if they're shooting you in the leg or not, because there is a damage reduction multiplier on legs. But in addition to that, the gas damage per tick increased from 1 to 4. That's 4 times the amount of damage that you're getting at an increased tick rate. So this can be pretty big. I mean, anywhere from just going straight up to 4 to 8, that's a total of like 12. So at that point, you're dealing a huge amount of damage that you normally wouldn't have, which will translate to maybe 1 or 2 bullets. Because before, on average, it'd be about like 1 bullet. But now we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 less shots into someone, depending on, of course, how many ticks that they stay in the gas. So, huge. I mean, that's legitimately 4 times the amount of tick increases. And then the ultimate, the throw distance increased from 28 to 33, so you can throw his ultimate a little bit further. And then Gibraltar actually also has that new passive perk on his kit, which reduces damage by a set number of 10%. So again, the same thing that Caustic has gotten. But there's another buff over here that is actually pretty big. So his gun shield health has gone increased from 50 to 75, which is a 50% increase. So that's not bad at all. So not only is he going to be taking, less damage, but overall, he might be a much more viable option. And if you guys want to see gameplay of the new Caustic and Gibraltar, and you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll be definitely uploading tons of gameplay, and I'm going to be kind of testing it out, because I was never really a fan of Gibraltar, just because he's so slow with that giant hitbox, and you just have to play a little bit slower with both these heroes. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see how I feel about it. If you guys have played, let me know what you guys think so far on these changes. But not only did they change this, they changed a bunch of the guns as well. Basically, the snipers in the game have gotten a buff over here. So, the G7 Scout, the Triple Take, and the Longbow DMR, they lowered the leg shot damage reduction from 25% to 10%. They've also reduced the base weapon sway by about 33%, and they reduced base sway speed by 25%. So overall, these guns are going to be more accurate, and on top of that, when you shoot people in the leg, you're going to deal a little bit more damage than you would have previously. You don't get like more damage if you shoot them in the foot, by the way. It's just there was a reduction on legs in the game. But anyways, the Longbow DMR also got a buff over here. They increased the fire rate from 1.2 to 1.6, and that's not bad at all. And they also increased the magazine size, and they also changed it on the magazines that you pick up. So basically, it's just overall 1 on each one, except for the other magazines that are more rare. So the base magazine has been increased by 1, and then the common mag changes it to 8, then the rare to 10, then the epic, which is the purple, is going to give you 12. So overall, just more shots. And then on top of that, they also buffed the Havoc, so they increased the base magazine from 25 to 32. That's the one that needs to charge up. They've also reduced the cost per shot from 5 to 4 on the charge beam when you're charging it up. They also increased the close range damage from 55 to 60. And they increased the damage at range from 45 to 50. And the close range damage fall off increased from 35 to 75. This is the only gun in the game that actually does reduce damage on range, but that's when you have the attachment. It's a very, very rare gun to see people actually using that attachment, but it was something that some people did use, and it's not bad at all. It basically makes it a hit scan at range, but it takes like a brief moment to charge it up. But also, the Wingman got nerfed over here, so they reduced the magazine size count over here. So the base mag used to be 6, and now it has 4, and then the extender makes it go from 8 to 6, and then the rare mag used to be 9, and then it would be 8, and then the epic mag, formerly being 12, is now 10. So overall, just the nerf on the magazine size. And the Spitfire also took a nerf over here, reducing the base damage from 20 to 18, and then the magazine extender attachments reduced. So the common will give you 5 less, the rare will give you 10 less, and then the epic mag will just give you 5 less shots. So overall, another nerf to the Spitfire. And then they also buffed up the gold weapon attachments in a sense, for most people. So the Gold Havoc, as well as the R301 and the Wingman got changed with this. So if you can find a gold gun, the Gold Havoc now has a turbocharger and it has 1x to 2x variable hollow sight. Formerly it was 2 to 4. A lot of people didn't like the 2 to 4x, myself included when I first played the game, but it's really not that bad if you can get used to it. But now it doesn't really matter because you now have a 1 to 2x variable sight. And the Gold Wing now has a digital threat, so overall, just nice little changes. They also made a change over here to the Battle Pass XP. So basically, if you place in the top 5, you're going to get a tier boost. So that's kind of nice for those of you guys that did buy the Battle Pass. And then in addition to that, this is the last change over here. The jump ship speed has been increased by about 50%. That's when you're in the very beginning, you're going through that. And then basically they said that they felt the ship was moving too slower. And then they also fixed a bug where the wrong percentage would just be displayed for boost badges. It's not really that big of a deal. But anyways, guys, those are indeed the patch notes and the changes for the latest Apex update. Let me know, guys, if you guys are excited to try out the new Gibraltar as well as Caustic. For me, I feel like that's a huge buff for Gibraltar. I mean, not only do you have 25 more shield, but that additional, 10% damage that you're going to be able to take is kind of nice, because that's about 2 shots when you have the max level armor. And then with the gun shield 75, that's about 3 bullets on average. So if you add about 5 bullets, it's not too bad, especially against better players. They're going to land their shots anyways, so you're going to have a much better time playing these other characters now, because I think that they were definitely the least played, but hopefully we'll see some more play with Caustic and Gibraltar. Honestly, I love the Gibraltar shield glitch. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll have that pinned down below. But like I said, let me know your thoughts on these changes. Do you guys like these changes? Are you upset about the Wingman as well as the Spitfire nerf? For me, I mean, I'm all about the R99, so if that gun doesn't get touched, I still feel like that's one of the top tier guns in the game for sure. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button to not miss out on any of the new Apex Legends updates as well as other gaming content. Peace.